This is your host, Moses Milamayat, and this is Amateur Thinking. I'm doing a summary of that video that I've done about how we are held hostage by our own systems. Undoubtedly, we should all know that these are some of the problems we face in the world. And then, the other important thing that I would like you to see is the way our economies are modeled. They're generally modeled on a curve like this one, where on the x-axis you have your productivity, including these three here, such that always there is a direct proportionality between the productivity and the profit that is made. So you get a straight line like this. So the argument is, what if for some things which are seen to be complementary to these sectors, what if the reverse is done? And this is how come this y equals to minus x curve comes in. And that will be done for health, education, security, and in security we are including the army, the police, and secret service. The list is obviously a bit longer than that. What if the reverse is done for this? Because it will just work as good. Just like we have perpetuated a war situation for the profits to be made, we can perpetuate a no-war situation and the profits will be maintained. You see, the workforce in the profiteers in health, education, and security, if the incentive was reversed, they are not going to lose their profit. The money they make, they are not going to lose it. It's just a question of changing the system, because running it on this is complementary to this. Say, for example, if we started at a terrible situation of where we have unhealthy to about 4, or lack of education to about 4, and so on, where people are profiting. Slowly, if we start reversing it, coming to the negatives, in other words, you're having more healthy people, you're having more educated people, you're having less wars coming this way. Slowly, as you can see in the curve, eventually you reach 0. Theoretically speaking, hypothetically speaking. And then, once you reach 0, as long as there is no diseases, and so on, you still get your money. Or if there is no war, you still get paid. Those organizations don't have to go. That's the implication of this. You see, and in situations where it will go into negatives, will be like, because obviously we have things that are genetic problems, like cancer, for example. Maybe we'll find the cure to cancer. Who knows? Once that happens, that will be an example of where now we'll go into the negatives. The challenge will have gone into the negative. So generally, in summary, one more time, problems in the world. One of the problems where we are held hostage by our own systems is because things that are supposed to be complementary, in other words, to be on the inverse side, are being put on the non-inverse side. And that has created a problem. It has perpetuated these problems. So if we take it away, it might help. It might. As a matter of suggestion, it might help. So, I think I've tried my best. Maybe one more thing to add. I know I'm not genius. I know that. But I can see this. Surely you people who are genius, you should be able to see it more than me. This is Amateur Thinking. Thank you very much for listening. Please, let us work together. And thank you very much for all those who have been working hard to make this world a better place for everybody.